Buongiorno. Can everybody hear me? Hi, y'all. How are you doing? How are we doing on this lovely, lovely Monday? As you can see, I've since the first stream in the new apartment, I've actually, you can't see it because obviously it's behind the camera, but I have set up my actual new gaming desk, and I'm in the room where I actually want to do these things. It's actually just a piece of the main living room that I used this screen to section off, but it's actually working really well. It's a nice feeling space, and I'm happy with it. So I'm gonna jump right into the game today, because as I recall, where we left off was still trying to get 2 more sunlight medals. So we should just get our summon sign down and go from there. I see we have DLF and Nyron here. How are you doing? It's good to see you both. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, 8 sunlight medals and I need 10. Hey, Lone Wonder, good to see you. Karis, welcome back. Lovely to see both of you as well. Tara, thank you so much for the sub. Much appreciated. Tell those ads to go fuck themselves. Excellent choice. I really appreciate the sub. Welcome back. It's good to see you. It's a tiny, tiny cosmetic thing, but I really do like the gold summon sign that you get when you're in the Warriors of Sunlight. Yeah, DLF feels the same way. And that happened fast. All right, let's go. Hopefully they don't summon me directly into a mob of hollows like the last time. They did not. Praise the sun. Alright, Lunathil, let's go. Where are my gestures? There we are. Let her know I'm good to go. She chooses to watch the cutscene. Alright. Funny you mention heavy metal, Nyron. Like, back when I was in high school, there was a shockingly fun video game based on heavy metal that almost no one played. It's like Heavy Metal Fact 2, I think it was called, FAKK 2. That was a great game that almost no one played. Well, hello, butthole. Goodbye. Boy, she kicked the shit out of the other one, didn't she? Ha ha ha! Yes! Thank you! No, I did not learn the Shiny song. I'm sorry, Lone Wonder. I'd play it for us if it wasn't gonna get the VOD copyright struck. Well, that went smoothly. Alright, let's go for one more. Back in the day, this would have been alcohol. Nowadays, I drink water. Now, I'm gonna do this while we're waiting, just because it's funny. But I was today years old when I learned. Not today. I was like 3 days ago old when I learned that you can do this with the Drake sword. It has a ranged attack if you two-hand it and do a charged strong attack. I didn't know. But you shouldn't spam it, because it also tanks it tanks the sword's durability in a way that actually risks it breaking, which is pretty hard to do in this game, but didn't realize I still had the sound on. Anyway, we should be relatively uninterrupted tonight. It's almost 7 o'clock here. I'm planning to stream till about 10:30 and then go to bed. Hey! Some kind online soul kindled the bonfire. Thank you. I will take that extra Estus charge. But the only pause we'll need, and I'll probably take it. It'll be in the front half of the stream. I have to let River go to the bathroom. She hasn't had her post-dinner poop yet, and that's an important part of the proceedings every evening. She's actually been really good for the most part since we moved. She had 2 accidents in the first 3 days, and I steam cleaned the carpet both times, and hasn't had another. Harold Ramis, R.I.P. Check on something right quick. I wondered why the phone wasn't charging, because it was definitely plugged in. Rufus! Oh, he's a sweet-looking pupper. You can't see her, but, I said I sectioned off an area of the living room. This couch, this IKEA couch that I bought and set up, has more or less been entirely claimed by River. Like, I can still sit there and take up one couch cushion while she takes up 2. But it's more or less hers. And Tara, as far as playing Baldur's Gate 3 goes, I'd love to. I have been playing the PS5 version, mostly offline, but I'm planning to, because that is not a game that I want to stream or record blind. I want to know it, ideally on the level I know Baldur's Gate 1 and 2, so I can do a me-style playthrough of it for my content channels. So my first playthrough has been mostly offline on the PS5, but I'm going to get the PC version at some point, and it would be quite a pleasure to play with you. I'll let you know when I do that. For those of you who haven't played it yet, incidentally, Baldur's Gate 3 is fan-fucking-tastic. And I don't want to spoil anything, because the story's actually really good. Incredibly well done. Super, super, super deep. It's great. You should absolutely go play it. It, as far as I'm concerned, it deserves its status as the best rated PC game ever on Metacritic. It is number 1. Oh yeah, well, those other devs got called the fuck out on Larian's website, on their FAQ about the game, they have the section where it says, "Are there any in-game purchases?" No, we believe in delivering a complete experience without the need for you to spend additional money. Yeah, that would cause most AAA devs to shit their pants, and it has, which is why they're all getting on there trying to preemptively say, well, you can't hold us all to the standard of Baldur's Gate 3. It's too good. As if Larian... And they talk about Larian having, like, endless funding as if they're fucking EA, as if they're fucking Microsoft. No, 10 years ago they were fucking running a Kickstarter for Divinity. Miss me with that fucking nonsense. Hi, Reaper. I'm having a good day today. How about yourself? Pretty good Dark Souls so far. We got summoned like immediately when I first started the game, which put me at 9 of the 10 sunlight medals I need. So I'm just waiting on one more. And then we're gonna go get Great Sunlight Spear. And then I'm gonna come back and visit Oswald to leave the Covenant without sitting. If I were gonna pick a Covenant and stick with it, it would be the Warriors of Sunlight. But I'm to some extent or another, at least for the ones that have items as you rank up, I'm probably gonna do most of the Covenants on this run. And the next one we're gonna run into fairly soon is the Forest Hunters. And unlike a lot of the ones that I will only be doing for completion, the Forest Hunters is actually part of the build. I want, specifically, you can get, and there are other ways to get it, but I want the Ring of Fog. It's going to make Blighttown and some other areas much, much easier. If you have if you have a Ring of Fog before you go to Blighttown, the toxic dart guys, they can't see you at the distances they normally can, and it makes that upper part of Blighttown before you get down to the swamp much easier to deal with. But I eventually need to come back to the Warriors of Sunlight, because in order to get one of the achievements, I need to offer Gwyn's soul at the Sunlight Altar in order to get Sunlight Spear. I think I misspoke earlier. I think I said the 10 Sunlight Medals get you Great Sunlight Spear. That's not even a miracle that exists. When you join the Covenant, you get Lightning Spear. 10 medals get you Great Lightning Spear. And then, if you offer the Soul of Gwyn at the altar, you get Sunlight Spear, the most powerful version of that spell. And you need all three for the... I don't remember what it's called, but for the achievement for unlocking all the miracles, or for having all the miracles. So, I need to leave the Warriors of Sunlight without sinning against them. So we'll come back and visit Oswald. And then there's a little more housekeeping to do. Petrus is going to make his first exit fairly soon. So I want to go ahead and buy him out of his miracles as well. We will probably do that just by grinding at the Red Dragon. It's not exciting, but it's by far the fastest way, just letting it kill all the bridge hollows over and over again. And not too long after that, we're gonna clear the first portion of the Darkroot Garden and try to hoard all the souls from there to go ahead and get the Crest of Artorias, so that we can go ahead and go into Alvina's Forest, join the Forest Hunters, Then I'll need to successfully invade 3 people in order to get the early Ring of Fog. I might go, depending on what order I feel like doing things in. We're gonna go back to the Northern Undead Asylum early. Not, hey, there we go. All right. I'm not gonna fight the Stray Demon, so I'm gonna go back a couple times. Yes! Praise the sun! Psh, Olaric. Let's go. Alright, host. You gotta get us in there. Well, this Bing chilling guy could be a problem. Because, if he's gone AFK, then we're gonna... If that dude's gone AFK, then we're gonna fight a version... Because boss's health scales up dramatically if you summon help. That's kind of the trade-off. So we're gonna be fighting a 2-summon health pool version of the boss with only 2 people. If that other guy has gone AFK or disconnected or whatever. We should still be fine, but we'll see how it goes. Oh, there he is. He came in. He probably just went to grab a drink. Boom. Huzzah. Alright, everybody, that part is over now. It's also kind of neat that we have 10 humanity now, because that maxes out our... 10 humanity is enough to max out our innate item discovery, which is pretty fun. Not that it matters a whole lot, there's nothing I'm farming for at the moment, but... Alright, so we will go back to the Altar of Sunlight. The way should still be clear, because I have not been back to a bonfire since the last time I cleared it. I'm wrong. Or maybe I just came in the other way. Get the rapier guy out here first. Come on, dude. Let's see what you can do. Oh, I thought I had the backstab. Okay, he's in parry mode. Let's try this, just for funsies. Not that awesome when he has his shield up. Oh well. Now, we will be able to backstab this one. Balder Shield! That's a pretty good drop. I'm not actually going to use it, but... let's have a look at it, nonetheless. Actually, let me see. Yeah, so I already have 100% physical damage reduction. This does have better stability by 8 points, but it weighs 2 more pounds, so I'm going to stick with the heater shield. But Shield of the Knights of the Ancient Kingdom of Baldur, tweaked for improved stability. Baldur was the home of Night King Rendel, but the kingdom was reduced to ruins after a widespread outbreak of undead. Rory, hello! Oh my god, 3 years! Wow! 3 years of Twitch subs, and in 4 days, I am finally going to meet you in person. I couldn't be more excited. For those of you who don't know, our good friend Tiff McDonald, alias Talara, is having the second iteration of TalaraCon in Toronto this weekend. And Rory and I are both going to be there, so I get to meet Rory and Morgan and Tiff and a few others. Those are the 3 who stream, I believe. I'm going to get to meet all of them in person, and I'm very excited about that. All right. Well. Alright, well, that ranged Drake Sword attack is not nearly as cool as I hoped it would be. That's alright. Alright, shield guy, come here. Oh, goodness. For whatever... I guess I just need to practice. I'm weirdly bad at doing the kicks. There we go. That's what I'm saying, Tara. And now, granted, it is connecting with their shields. It would obviously do a lot more damage if they didn't block it, but... Alright, now this is important. We are not going to rest at the bonfire, because I do not want those enemies to respawn. I will kill off these basic hollows, though. I don't think they ever attack, but better safe than sorry. Alright, here we go. We can now offer our 10 Sunlight Medals, and that'll get us Great Sunlight Spear. Oh, look, in the remaster, they let you offer more than one at a time. In the Prepare to Die edition, you had to actually go through the entire offering interface, one item at a time, and it was a huge pain in the ass. Miracle, Great Lightning Spear. Covenant Allegiance deepened. Rank gained. Alright. Now let's have a look at our new miracle. Requires 30 faith, which I don't have, and probably won't. But miracle passed down to those bound by the Warrior of Sunlight Covenant, hurled giant lightning spear, the weapon of the God of War, who inherited the sunlight of Lord Gwyn, but had respect only for arms and nothing else. Alright. So now that that is done, as sad as it is, we're going to march right back to Oswald and leave the Sunlight Warrior Covenant for now. Oswald is... It's my understanding that visiting Oswald is the only way to abandon a covenant without sinning against it, which makes them angry, and the concrete effect of that is that you can lose your earlier ranks and have to earn them back. Baldur leggings! Not gonna wear those either, but, you know, might as well have a look. Leggings worn by the knights of the ancient kingdom of Baldur. They are made from thick iron plates. Baldur was the homeland of the Night King Rendal, but it came to ruin after a great many undead were spawned. And I don't want to lose my ranks. If I leave the Covenant through Oswald and do it with no sin, then when I get back, I can rejoin the Covenant, and I will still have my old ranks. Which is nice. They're saying that he skipped leg day. Sounds like it. I can't remember. Rory, did you ever play Dark Souls?
Greetings, and a pleasure to see thee again. Art thou in need of my assistance? Do not be bashful.
Alright, so...
Not welcome.
Alright, so... We are now without a covenant, but we have not sinned against anyone, which is perfect. Is that your first Souls game, period? I've played 4 of them now. I played the original Demon Souls, Dark Souls 1 and 2, and Elden Ring. I still have not played Bloodborne, Sekiro, or Dark Souls 3. Alright, let's go visit Petrus next. I think this, of the 4 I've played, this one is my favorite. It's actually not as gameplay tight or
Oh, hello. Miracles, I presume? Yes, I know.
but it is, I think it's the most atmospheric, and it definitely has my favorite map. It's Dark Souls 1 is just one of the absolute best, like, backlinking Metroidvania maps anyone has ever made. Okay, let's see. That's 16,000. I might as well go ahead and grab Great Heal Excerpt, since I can afford it. And then I'll grab Force and Seek Guidance. And then I'll come back with 8,000 souls for Homeward.
Come again. The effectiveness of the teachings depend upon your faith.
Yeah, she got thirsty. She's over there getting a drink. You might see her wander by again. Alright, so let's go. I'm still avoiding the bonfire. Well, let me think. Do I need to avoid the bonfire? No, what's the point? I'm going to be respawning enemies anyway. Oh, but here's one interesting detail. So, this gentleman told us that there were 2 bells of awakening to ring. We have rang one of them. Now, if we enter this building, we can hear something snoring. How interesting. She's like a fluffy cloud on legs. Yes, she is. She is absolutely one of the fluffiest creatures I've ever seen. You would not believe how much hair she sheds. I'm in a 1,000 square foot apartment. I have to vacuum it 3 times a week. Oh, and I forgot the bonfire. After all that jibba jabba, I forgot to actually bonfire. That's alright. I spent all my souls. If I do die, it won't be so bad. But, to be frank, I shouldn't die. Cracked round shield. I believe I already have one of those. But I might not. Let me check. No, I don't. Round wooden shield. Cracked and nearly broken. Wood shields are lighter than metal shields, but this one has lower physical damage reduction stability, partly due to cracking. I still get those occasional little controller connection hiccups. Oh, that's great, Rory. I appreciate the lurk, and I can't wait to see you. For real. I'm going to be streaming a lot this week, actually. It's pretty ambitious, but I'm hopeful that I can finish or get close to finishing this Dark Souls playthrough before I leave for Toronto on Friday. Another cracked round shield. So obviously what I needed is another one of those. Hello, fellas. I don't know what that was meant to accomplish, but, you know, you do you. Yet another cracked round shield. Well, we got some stuff to throw in the bottomless box. Touch the sign of the Gravelord servant. Oh. I need to do some more reading on what exactly the Gravelord servant covenant does. But, let's do that. No, I don't want to do any PvP right now. I can tolerate whatever their, like, if there's an active Gravelord servant, they do some, like, I think, like, somewhere certain enemies get stronger, the game gets a little bit harder until you go invade their world and kill them. But I don't feel like doing PvP just this second. Don't get me wrong, we'll do plenty of it. Hey, buddy. Good to have you back. I think that should be everybody. I don't particularly care about their drops. Alright, so first order of business is I'm at 2309. I need 8,000 for Petrus's final miracle. No, not reinforce. I want to repair, first of all. And then, yeah, I bought the weapon and armor smith boxes already. Let me access my bottomless box right quick, throw in some of these redundant items. I like to keep one of everything just so I can keep track of whether an item is new or not without having to get back to a bonfire. Perfect. All right. So we get about 500 souls a pop. I need 6,000, so we're gonna have to do this 12 times for Petrus' spell. And don't worry, we will find much better places to grind for souls very soon. But hi, Apothem. Sorry I didn't notice you. How you doing? Welcome back. It is, as ever, a joy to have you. Bye! I actually don't even need to take the ladder. I mean, yes, it damages me a little, but I can just fall. Ceilinged! Yeah, that's hardly a problem. Actually, if someone wants to do me a favor while I'm running back and forth here, I'll do it myself. I just want to see what the Gravelord's Servant Covenant does. I just want to know what it does. Alright, here we go. Oh, okay. So I have been cursed by a Gravelord Servant, which means that although I haven't seen one yet, it adds black phantoms to my world. So, somewhere in my world are some bonus extra powerful enemies that will keep appearing until either until this person logs off or until I invade their world and manage to kill them. Now, I might go ahead and give it a whirl, because I can get an Eye of Death if I do. And I think if I die during an I think if I die... Oh, yeah, there. Okay, it's still there. I was like, oh, they must have logged off. Oh no, that's if it's actually a hardware problem and not your internet connection, that's a pretty crummy laptop upon him. Thanks, Mr. Dragon. It's just so fast and so easy. And actually, while I'm at it, before I want to take, oh. Well, never mind. I suffer no ill effects from a Gravelord Servant at all, because I am not in New Game Plus, and someone else just managed to kill them anyway. Alright. I'm going to take 2 levels in endurance while I'm grinding here. Then I will save up to 8,000, go buy Petrus's last spell. Then we'll be ready to move on to Darkroot Garden. You're watching on your Steam Deck? That's pretty cool. $31.22. All right. Alright, that'll get us to 18 endurance. Good things all around, but the main thing is having more stamina. But the extra equip load is really nice too. All right, now I need to save up 8,000 to go buy Petrus's final miracle, and then I don't care if he fucks off. And don't worry, we are eventually going to kill this dragon. It's just, it's currently still too useful for me to want to. Alright, 6,500. 500 at a time, that's 13 more of these. Are you still without a PC, DLF? Are you thinking about the next one you want to get or build, or...? Bloop. Mine is still really solid. Oh no. Oh shit. What the fuck? Where was the sound? I rely on the sound. Come on, game. So incidentally, like, as long as I manage to not die and we keep this 10 humanity, generally speaking, you will notice a lot more enemy drops. Well, okay. Duly noted, we have a silent dragon now. I don't know what the fuck happened. Because the rest of the sounds are still working. Thanks, Dark Souls. Yeah, talk about stealth. Okay, but that time it actually didn't go off. This one's not actually a dragon. It's a wyvern. This enemy is called the Hellkite Wyvern. There are only 2 actual dragons in this game. One of them lets us join the Dragon Covenant, and the other is one of the hardest bosses that we fight at the end of the expansion. Yeah, well, I mean, it's like, you know, I've been trying to get this new apartment up and running, and there's plenty of stuff that's still on my list to get, but at this point... Oh, hey, it's back. Who knows what's going on. But at this point, all of the high priority stuff is done, so it's like, yeah, you know, I need stools for the bar in the kitchen, and yeah, I need a welcome mat for the front door, but none of those are high priority, right? It's like, I'd like a coffee table in front of the TV, but everything's pretty livable right at this point, which is good. Not gonna lie, I really enjoyed the sunlight metal grind this time. I was like, oh man, Solaire is right. It is jolly cooperation. Oh, touche. Yeah, although it's not optimized for the camera. The screen is set so that it sections off the room the way I want it. Still, that's not a bad idea. Alright. We can go ahead and walk back. The hollows between us and Petrus will be enough to get us to 8,000 at this point. So let's do that. Let's get this guy first, because he sees us before the archer does. Motherfucker! Douchebag! She heard something. River. I gotta see if she... As soon as I'm confident nothing's gonna try to gank me, and see what she's woofing at. She woofs if there's something going on, but she also woofs if it's... In fact... Yeah, when I get back to Firelink, I'm gonna buy that miracle, and then... Well, excuse me! Princess. I don't know, I might have to walk back my criticism. That's pretty damn good when it actually hits. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Oh. I believe she's telling me it's potty time. So we'll do that. In just a moment, let's buy Petrus's final miracle. Fatty! Indeed.
Oh, miracle.
Alright, homeward. Now, homeward's actually pretty damn useful.
Come again.
Warps you back to the last bonfire. I forgot to look. Can I cast homeward? No. I'm 6 faith short. But before I do that, I believe he has new dialogue now that I've rung one of the Bells of Awakening.
Why, what a surprise. I didn't expect you to make it. Oh, somebody rang the bell. Wait, was it you? You never give up, do you? I don't know how you do it. Well, don't stop now. Only one more. But it's going to be suicide.
So, the Dark Souls is a metaphor for depression crowd. It's all about not giving up, even though, like, it's one of the harshest, most hostile worlds ever created. It is very inscrutable and difficult to understand. The atmosphere is heavy and oppressive and dark. But you still can accomplish things as long as you don't give up. That's the, giving up is going hollow. And what's really interesting to me is it's more or less canonical at this point that all of the enemies you fight are other players or other undead who were trying to do the same thing as you at one point and gave up and went hollow. So I really, really, really like that aspect of it. Alright, so we're done. We are ready to go to Darkroot Garden. So let's get to the correct bonfire. It's not far at all from here. Then I'm gonna take a short break to take the dog out for her post-dinner, pre-bedtime potty run. Yes, Terra, Homeward Bones do the same thing, but I don't know where you can buy them. I can't remember off the top of my head. They're pretty expensive. And having a spell that does the same thing is generally a lot more cost-effective. But yes, Homeward Bones will also warp you to the last bonfire you used. Had another Gravelord servant at some point. I love how active this game still is. I think that really says a lot that 12 years after the game came out, because it came out in 2011, the same year as Skyrim, and there's still people actively doing the covenants like the Gravelord Servant. That is just so cool. Well, no, the bosses are a little different. Well, I mean, although, if you get powerful enough before you give up and go mad, theoretically, yes. The bosses, though, are largely historical, mythical figures from Lordran itself. And although you never learn their histories until you... like I said in the first stream, the only way you really learn the story of the game and the history of the world is from the item descriptions. Which I think is actually quite cool. Alright, our stuff is repaired. We are at the correct bonfire to proceed to the Darkroot Garden. I am going to take the dog to go potty. I will be right back. I say right back. It'll probably be a few minutes. She's still... One thing she still hasn't adjusted to very well is going to the bathroom on a leash, because when I lived at Sharon's, we could just let her out into the backyard and it was no problem, but obviously I don't have a fenced-in yard here, so most nights I have to walk her to the dog park on the other side of the complex and let her off the leash so she can run around and feel relaxed, and then she'll do her business. So it'll probably be 5 to 10 minutes, but I'll be back shortly. I appreciate y'all's patience. See you soon. Alright, baby, let's go potty. Good girl. Here, Ed. Forever. Come on. Come on, girl. Grab her. There's no food there. Alright, you can go through the other way. You don't want to go? Come on, girl. You need to. Yeah. potty myself, then we'll get back to it. So good. Let's have a treat. Come on. Good girl. Alrighty, here we go. Blacksmith ASMR. Good night, Tara. If you're still here, I don't know when that message came through, but I appreciate you stopping by. She's so fluffy. Yes, she is. Alright. Hey, we got a bonus Estus charge while I was out. Nice! Alright. It's good to be back. Happiness ahead! That's right, we all love Andre. Alright. Okay, we're gonna deal with it pretty soon, but we're gonna skip this Titanite demon for now. We just haul ass past it to the door. The game is pretty good about letting us avoid that fight and de-aggro him. But we're We're gonna run into enemies we will fight soon enough. Now this is important. We are actually going to be farming these guys for items before we go to Blighttown. Because they drop purple moss clumps, which reduce poison buildup and cure poison. I want several of those, and I also, they're less common, but I want the blooming purple moss clump that cures toxic as well. We definitely want some of those before we go down there. Medicinal purple moss clump reduces poison buildup, cures poison. Poison builds up in the body, and when it breaks out, it causes gradual damage over a period of time. Poison can be exasperating, understatement, so be certain to carry the needed quantity of these moss clumps when destined for an afflicted area. So, my target numbers are to leave Darkroot Garden for Blighttown with 20 normal moss clumps and 10 blooming moss clumps. That should be enough to get us through. As long as I don't fuck up and die, they'll drop pretty fast. With 10 humanity on board. The blood red moss clump. Not terribly useful, unfortunately, but... Medicinal red moss clump reduces bleeding buildup. Bleeding builds up when attacked by sharp blades or spikes, and once triggered causes severe damage. Use this moss clump before it reaches this point. So the reason I say it's not that useful is because it's very difficult to use a healing item like that in the thick of combat, which is where you are if you have bleeding building up. This isn't Elden Ring. There's no bleeding environmental hazards in this one. We're just going to keep on rolling. Okay, so pay attention. Not that you would know, but let this one run up to us first. Once he's down, there's another one that pops out of the ground. He dropped another purple moss clump. 18 more. Okay, so right here is a large soul of a nameless soldier. I believe we've seen those before. A large soul of a nameless undead soldier who has long ago gone hollow, used to acquire many souls. Souls are the source of all life, and whether undead or even hollow, one continues to seek them. Hiding place ahead. Illusory wall ahead. Don't worry, he's telling the truth. And here we have a lovely bonfire, which I will go ahead and light and kindle with one of my 10 humanities. Because we're going to use this one a lot. I mean, I usually kindle every bonfire anyway, but... Alright. So this glowing door leads to Alvina's forest and the Forest Hunter Covenant. But we need the Crest of Artorias to get in there, which we have to purchase from Andre for 20,000 souls. But we can explore the rest of this part of the garden without doing that, so that's what we're going to do. There's a fog wall there. Now you can kind of learn to spot their tops if you're paying attention. There's another blood red clump. Thank you, kind soul. There's another purple moss clump and a large soul of a nameless soldier. So we're at 3 purples. It's not bad. Alright, with that, let's go ahead and head through the fog wall. I can't take this! But there's some serious business on the other side of this fog wall. Gotta be really careful not to panic and run and aggro more enemies than I want to deal with at a time. So we're going to hug the left wall. If you see those what look like statues lying on the ground over there, they are going to come to life. They are extremely strong. We really don't want to fight more than one at a time if we can possibly help it. Come on, I see it. It's right there. That definitely is one. I just can't seem to coax it out of its hiding place. There we go. Alright, so should be pretty able to see that 2-headed lizard stuck to the tree, unless you're just spectacularly inattentive. And there is a partisan. That's a new weapon. Let's have a look at it. Spear with blade attached to broad point, boasts long reach and can slice. The wide range of this spear makes it adaptable to many situations. Its strength lies in its length, but in cramped quarters this backfires and slices ricochet off walls. Alright. We're still avoiding the middle for now. You can see this tree that's moving around. It is technically an enemy, but it actually has no way to damage us. So we'll just take it down. Easy peasy. And it was blocking a path, where we're going to find more new enemies. Also not too bad. He dropped a new item, a green blossom, which I haven't seen before. So let's check in on what that does. Green weed, shaped like a flower, temporary boost to stamina recovery speed. This uniquely bitter, biting herb is sometimes harvested in large quantities, but normally it is an annual plant found near water. There's some fights where I'll actually use those. The stamina recovery speed boost is really useful. Alright. Let's keep going. Down here is another tree. And I believe the trees do not respawn, since they open paths when you beat them. Alright, we're going to hug the left wall here again. Just try to avoid going into the middle. Got a few of these things. I think they're called frog rays. They really aren't too bad. Another freebie green blossom, that's nice. And back here is a soul of a proud knight. And a soul of a proud undead knight who has long ago gone hollow, used to acquire many souls. Souls are the source of all life, and whether undead or even hollow, one continues to seek them. Alright. We are now ready to fight our first one of these. Giant Stone Knight. They're not bad. As long as you fight them one-on-one. You just get behind them and wail on them like that. But you really run into problems if you attract other enemies while you're fighting one of these. So... Alright, let's go up these stairs. There'll be another giant stone knight at the top. That spell he cast, by the way, is a miracle called Tranquil Walk of Peace. If they get it off, that aura that was around me makes everything I do slower, which is why it's a really big problem if you fight one of those while there's still other enemies around and active too. But obviously it wears off once you manage to kill them, so... Well, there you go. Up here, we have the Wolf Ring. Now, it's possible to make this jump. It's basically what I want to do, but... no, actually I don't. I want to walk back to the bonfire. I don't want to risk an unnecessary jump. The Wolf Ring is actually quite useful. It boosts poise. One of the special rings granted to the 4 Knights of Gwyn, the Wolf Ring belongs to Artorius the Abysswalker. Artorius had an unbendable will of steel and was unmatched with a greatsword. So see, here is one of those moments. I keep saying you learn the story and the history from the item descriptions, and you get it in these tiny, tiny little pieces. This is one of those. The Wolf Ring, for my money, is far more useful than the Blue Tear Stone. It boosts poise, which makes us harder to stagger. So we're going to put that on for now. And we're going to roll all the way back to the bonfire. We're just going to roll on back. It's not much farther from here. And here's where the fog wall was. And we are back. Alright. Oh, it's another blood red. How very not useful. It's alright though. Okay. So let's hug the left wall, kill this one again. Another blood red. Sigh. Alright. Alright, so if we go back this way, we should find another tree lizard first. Yep, there it is. Alright, so the rest of this area is basically packed with both demon trees and giant stone knights, so we're just going to advance very slowly and very carefully until they're all gone. We're going to start with this guy. There's another one here. Let's get him too. See, the reason I wanted that particular amount of endurance before I came down here is because it gives me just enough swings to take them out on one stamina bar, which is pretty important. Alright. Up there is a boss, which we'll do after we clear this zone. So, okay, that one I already killed. Alright. Oh, we're doing this one next. First one that didn't lead with his spell. Alright, so the item over there is our ultimate goal, but we gotta approach it last. We gotta make sure everything else is fully clear first. And I think we're getting close. But unfortunately for us, right by that is I think 2 giant stone knights and 3 trees. Maybe 4 trees. Yeah, I think 4 trees, actually, so... My goal is to bait everybody out one at a time. If it's remotely possible. There's our first tree. Come on, motherfucker. Yeah, that one hit did hurt. I could use arrows to bait them, now that you mention it, but... Okay. But this works well enough, too. Oh, finally another purple. I think that's 4. Yeah. Now let's get the trees on the other side. I think there are 2 over there as well. I'm just trying to give the giant stone knights a wide berth. Yep, 2 over here as well. Come on, dude. You know you want to. Oh, shoot. That was a very bad moment for a controller hiccup, but we'll be alright. Blood red. Sigh. It's alright, though. Okay, at this point, I think the enemy arrangement is such. I want to go for the first knight over here next, if I can. I need to bait him out away from his 2 buddies. Ooh, damn, that hurt. Alright, Tranquil Walk of Peace wore off. Thank you. Alright, let's get the other Stone Knight now. Oh, shit! We got them both! Run! It's gonna be really hard to bait only one of them at a time with them both up and awake, but I'll do my best. Okay, good. Looks like we managed to bait just the knight. How wonderful. Nope, nope, tree's coming too. Got too excited, spoke too soon. Alright. Gotta take the tree out fast. And then once that's done, we can relax and just deal with the knight. Alright, fuck all y'all. That's what I'm talking about. Alright, that should be everything in this area. So, this had better be something good, considering how well protected it was. And it is. It's the Elite Knight set. So we have Elite Knight, helm, armor, gauntlets, and leggings. As with most sets, a lot of the flavor text is going to be redundant, but not all. Helm of a nameless knight, perhaps an elite knight of Astora. Although he was loath to give up on his undead mission, he perished at the undead asylum and went hollow. So this is Oscar of Astora's armor. Armor of a nameless knight, perhaps an elite knight of Astora, based on the fire-warding heraldic symbol on its blue surcoat. Gauntlets of a Nameless Knight, Leggings of a Nameless Knight. There you go. We did all that work for the Elite Knight set. Okay. So next up is the Moonlight Butterfly. We're gonna summon help, and our summon will essentially be able to solo it. Before I do that, I'm going to swap my shield out. I'm going to use the Caduceus Round Shield, because the magic resistance is far more helpful in this fight than the physical damage resistance is. We're going to go ahead and summon Beatrice. Phantom Witch Beatrice summoned. So, the Moonlight Butterfly is very annoying if you're pure melee. It's very easy otherwise. But if you are, in case you are pure melee, which for the moment we basically are, it gives you the Witch Beatrice summon. Basically, we just have to avoid its attacks and she'll solo it pretty fast, which is nice. Be wary of wings! Moonlight Butterfly. There it is. Beatrice, I need you to attack it. But when it does land, I can just wail on it until it takes off again. Come on, gal. There, we got it. We got the soul of the Moonlight Butterfly. And a humanity. And 10,000 souls. Soul of the Moonlight Butterfly. Soul of the mystical Moonlight Butterfly, which flitters in the Darkroot Garden. Special beings have special souls. The butterfly's soul is a creation of Seath the Scaleless, used to acquire a huge amount of souls or to create a unique weapon. Alright. That done, let's go up here, get what we came for. There was a blacksmith here, but he's dead. Let's see what we can get from him. We got the Watchtower Basement Key, the Divine Ember, and a Homeward Bone. I think those are both, yeah, Divine Ember. Ember required for weapon ascension. Divine Embers are property of the Church and intended for divine blacksmiths. Ascends +5 standard weapon to divine weapon. Divine weapon can be reinforced +5. Divine weapons are for undead hunting. Use against undead and the pawns of necromancers. Watchtower Basement Key. Key to the basement of the Watchtower in the Undead Burg. The basement of the Watchtower forms a stone cell. There are rumors of a hero turned hollow who was locked away by a dear friend, for his own good, of course. Alright. So we're gonna go all the way back to the bonfire. We're gonna make our way back to Andre. Between all the souls we're carrying and the ones that we, and the consumables we picked up, we can now afford the Crest of Artorias. There are going to be a few demonic foliages in the way, so we got to be careful. Can imagine the average DSP type running willy-nilly through the center and getting destroyed. Oh yeah. No, that's the thing about Dark Souls. If you are careful and you take your time and you pay attention, it's not that hard a game. But people lose their shit because they try to play it like other rushable games. And that doesn't work out very well. Alright, there's our 5th purple moss clump. That's nice. Another blood red. Yawn. Come on, dude. Another blood red, are you kidding me? I need purples. And I still haven't even found one blooming purple. I'm gonna rush this here, bitch. I mean, it is what they... Well, no, to be fair, it is not what Dark Souls players do. It is what it's what normies do. It's what casuals do. There you go. Alright, blood red moss clump. Alright. Now, I do not want to lose these souls. I'm about ready to fight this Titanite demon, but I really don't want to lose these souls, so I'm going to run back to Andre, spend my souls, get the crest first, then I'll come down here and fight it. So I will go rest at this bonfire. Prepare my stuff. Alright, let's pop my souls, but whatever you do, do not ever, ever, ever use a boss soul for souls. It's just a terrible idea. Alright, let's use the 2 large souls of a nameless soldier. Which gets me most of the way there. And then I'll use the soul of a proud knight. Oh, controller hiccup. It's all perpetually alarming. But now we're above that 20,000 threshold, so we can buy.
That's a rare ember you have there. I've seen one of those before. It's the ember of a divine blacksmith. Might you consider leaving that with me?
Absolutely.
Use divine weapons with a flame such as that.
Give divine ember? Yes.
Thanks for that. You've made a fine decision. You soon shall see.
Alright. So now we're going to buy the Crest of Artorias. I already read about his whole inventory.
Don't get yourself killed. Neither of us want to see you go hollow.
Alright, now with that done, it is safe to fight the Titanite demon. They're pretty tough, like... Like, if you fuck up and make a wrong move, you can die in very few hits. Basically, what you want to do is kind of circle strafe around his left arm, like this. So you can see, I'm doing pretty good damage, it just has a shitload of health. Got him. We got a Demon Titanite, which is another new item. Special Titanite stolen from a faceless stone beast known as a Titanite demon. When the nameless blacksmith deity passed, from several slabs great beasts arose. The power of Titanite remains within them, and they still roam Lordran today. Alright. Next objective is to go ahead and do... head through the sealed door and go join the forest hunters. I am not going to fight the bandits at this point. I'm going to do my best to just run past them without dying, so we can go talk to Alvina and join the Covenant, at which point they will leave us alone. Oh no! I DC'd like my controller did, I mean. Oh, I need to switch. I keep wondering why I'm losing health. I need to switch back to my heater shield. Blood red. Ah, come on. Yeah, so the most important thing to avoid a big grind for the crest is not to die after you kill the Moonlight Butterfly. What am I at? I think that's 6 purples, and I still have 0 blooming purples. So we're probably gonna have to farm the trees for a while. I am sorry about that, but gotta have the goods to do Blighttown, man. You don't want to run into the poison swamp without moss. Come on! Get closer to me. I'm not interested in fighting you and your friend at the same time. Alright, there's our 7th purple. Our 8th purple. Alright, that's not so bad. 12 purples. I still need... I want 10 bloomings, of which I have still found 0. Alright. Let's hit the bonfire, so that this is our checkpoint. And let's use our Crest of Artorias. Used Crest of Artorias. Alright. Alright, I'm just gonna sprint through here, get to the building at the back, and talk to Alvina. I don't want to fight any of these guys. We can avoid most of them if we just do a real good job hugging this left edge. But I gotta get him to de-aggro. Which could be a problem. Unless I can get him, like, stranded down here being stupid. I don't want to pick a fight with the mushrooms yet, either. Think I lost him. Yeah, I can see him walking back over there, so let's just keep a good distance. Walk back ourselves. Oh no. Damn it! Got too excited too fast. Alright, so through there, that big shining door we can see, that's where we... That's where we will fight Sif eventually. I'm not doing that now either. I'm trying. My initial goal is to get all the gear that I want to tackle Blighttown. That would be mainly the Ring of Fog. And then the rusted iron ring that we can get in back at the Undead Asylum, and all the moss clumps. Going for the Ring of Fog first. Yeah, the bandit doesn't follow us too far in here, but he also walks... He's also pretty slow walking back, so I need to give him a good bit of distance. Let's just take it nice and slow. Till I lock back on to wherever the stairs are. There he is. Alright, he kept going that time. That's nice. Is he already back across the bridge? Guess he must be. Very good. Alright, so now let's just carefully walk into here. Yeah, so you can see he's back at his spot in front of the place. And here, past everybody, I can talk to Alvina, the cat in the window.
Is it not so that thou art new? Thou fared well to find me. But cometh thee not for the grave of Sir Artorius? My advice true. Forget this. The legend of Artorias art none but a fabrication. Traversing the dark. 'Tis but a fairy tale. Have thine own respect. Go not yonder knocking for nothing, I say.
What is your decision? Yes.
Well, indeed, thou art a strange one. Nevertheless, I feel some liking for thee. I'm Alvina of the Darkroot Wood. I command a clan of hunters who track down defilers of the forest graves. What dost thou say? Wilt thou not join us? Oh, yes, I believe we would suit thee well.
What is your decision? Yes.
I am very glad. And now thou art one of us. Let us establish a covenant.
Covenant, Forest Hunter. Discover Forest Hunter Covenant. 39.1% of players have this one. That's 7 of 41. Not bad. Join Covenant? Yes. Alright, so now that we're in the Forest Hunter Covenant, the guys out front won't attack us anymore.
And here, taketh this ring.
Cat Covenant Ring.
If thou wearest that ring, it allows for thine summoning. If mine senses reveal intruders, then I will summon thee. Fend them off, sir. I beseech only this. I shall summon others who will, by their honor, work tirelessly with thee. Thou shalt receive great reward, and whatsoever we shall pillage will be thine own. A true agreement, not so? But thou must heed the golden rule. The clan is thine own affair. To thine kinsman forever stay true. Darest not in any attempt to double-cross. Have no doubt, such wretchedness never will we tolerate.
Okay, so basically the way the Covenant works, the way you rank up and get rewards, is you put on the Cat Covenant ring, and as long as you're wearing it, you can get summoned into the forest when you'll get summoned in to invade another player's world when they enter this forest, and then you have to win a PvP match against whoever it is. And so I'm gonna have, in order to get the Ring of Fog, which is the thing I'm after, I'm gonna need to win 3 fights. So, but before that, there's also some other stuff. There are NPCs we can talk to and shop with and all that good jazz. So, let me make sure Alvina's got no extra dialogue first.
Ah, thou dost cometh. How fares ye? My hopes for thee are of the highest. Do not such a hope shatter with foul disproportion.
Okay, that's all she has to say. Yeah, so these guys won't attack us anymore. Can't lock onto them because they're not enemies. If I attack them, that's a sin. It'll get me kicked out of the Covenant. Everyone will go hostile again. These 2 gentlemen, however, were not even here before we joined. Let's have a chat, shall we? Hello, Alamito. How are you?
I've heard all about you. I'm Shiva of the East, captain of the brigade. Let's teach you the clan basics now, as there's no time to chat in the midst of fighting, except there is little in the form of rules, you hear. Fight and hunt as you will. Whoever's fastest with the fist to prey, that's the way. Only, don't forget what Alvina said. Traitors aren't given a second chance, for any reason. That's about it then. Don't worry. It's a good old time, isn't it? Great to have you with us. Good hunting to you.
No, it is not my first time. I know this game actually really, really well. I'm trying to do a super thorough run.
Don't worry now. You'll be called in soon enough. Hunters with patience score the best kills. Don't worry, you'll be hunted.
Alright. Now, this guy's a little hard to spot because he's semi-transparent, but there is another dude back here. Let's talk to him as well. Well, he's friendly. Isn't he?
Ah, did you notice that one? Sharp eyes? He is one of the clan from the east, like myself. Always slinking in the shadows. But he is a tough one. You'll see what I mean. Don't worry now. You'll be hunted.
Alright. Now, there's a little more exploring to do in this section of the woods before I put the ring on and start trying to get summoned. So if we wander over here, you can see all these forest hunters that are hostile if you're not a member of the Covenant. Okay, so I gotta keep my eyes peeled, because once we get past all the bandits over here, we start fighting the evil trees again. But the ones in this section are a lot stronger than the ones before the door. So you can see they have dramatically more health. Yeah, that was 6 hits instead of 3, so... Damn. Oh, they got me. Balls. It's alright. The ones over here, not only are they twice as strong, but they also have a really, really, really big aggro range. So it's pretty tough to only fight them one at a time. And as you can see, things devolve quickly when you get into a group of them like I did. Oh, fuck you so much. Come on now. Oh, now. I'm pretty sure that was a good hit, but whatever. Fuck you! Alright, there are at least 2 more, but... yeah, they're about 3 more. I had one of those extremely dangerous controller moments there. I see you, motherfucker. Get over here. Oh, come on! Worst fucking timing. Whenever you see my character just suddenly, like, freeze in the idle position like that, that's when my controller has had a hiccup. I really need to get a better gamepad. Actually, now that I think about it, I wonder if I have one stashed somewhere. Check on that after this little segment. Hey! How we doing? I think that's 9. Alright. That was 5. I don't know if that's all of them or not, but I'm going to start meandering toward my soul retrieval, because at this stage of the game, 4,000 is nothing to shake a stick at. And you can see I got my soft humanity back as well, which is great. So that's not bad. In the end, it's only going to cost us 1 humanity, which I can live with. I knew that was 1. I could see it. Alright, douchebag. Come get some. Biatch! Hey, there's our first blooming purple moss clump. Oh, god damn it, 2 more. It's the last fucking thing I wanted. It's a goddamn group of them. Oh god, they're everywhere. I ran the wrong way. This could get ugly. Or it could be fine. I just need to get the fuck away from them. I need to get to a bottleneck. They might de-aggro anyway, if I run this far. Yeah, it looks like they do. See, because I actually got away, that actually turns out better for me, because now they're all out of the ground and I can see where they are. Fuck you! Blood red moss clump. Yawn. Not what I need at all, but okay. Thank you, I guess. There's our second blooming. That's nice. Alright. How we doing? Potently medicinal moss clump with a flower. Reduces poison and toxin, restores status. Toxin is a more vicious form of poison, which quickly leads to death. Moss clumps without a flower are useless against toxin, and a lack of these moss clumps could lead to an early demise. Alright, so let's... You can see the item I'm trying to get to already, way over there. There are at least 3 active trees right now. I would really like to only fight one of them at a time. So... let's just... careful, careful, careful. Start making our way over there. Keep the camera panned up so we can see where the assholes are. You know what else I haven't looked at yet is the Cat Covenant ring. Ring granted to those bound by the Forest Hunter Covenant. Answer Alvina's summoning. Oh, well. I'm not entirely sure where the fuck you came from, but... I'm sure glad I heard the sound cue. While I was distracted. Just trying to have a lore moment, for fuck's sake. It's alright, there's another one. The way it just keeps letting him dodge is pissing me off. Thank you. Eat shit! Hey, alright. Suddenly it decided to start dropping the blooming ones. I'm not complaining. I need them. Alright. The white cat Alvina speaks a human tongue and has lived since the early age of fire. Alvina was a trusted friend of Knight Artorias and the Great Wolf Sif. Alright. I believe there's still one more live somewhere, so gotta keep my eyes open. Yeah, there it is. 2 more. It just fucking spawned in. Near as I could tell. Or it just started rendering anyway. Alright, and here is yet another one. I guess the entire point is, if you just try to run for that item willy-nilly, you get the absolute fuck ganked out of you. Which is what happened to me on that last death. I mean, you guys saw it, I got careless, I got impatient, I started running, and damn if I didn't die. Alright. That was 11 total. I need 10 more of these and 7 more of these. Okay, so let's not get careless. Let's keep our eyes open. The closer we get to the item, the more I want to keep checking around me. Alright. That gives us the Eastern set. So this is the armor that Shiva has on. Now, if I can get back there, I need to go to the bonfire, and I need to reverse my hollowing. Because to do anything online, you have to be in human form. And I am trying to get summoned for PvP. I have to be human to do that. Well, I'm fairly confident I'm safe, which is nice. So, let's pause here and check out our new armor set. A distinctive helm made in an eastern land, exquisitely crafted, this helm offers excellent defense, particularly versus slash attacks, which are one of the main threats in battles in the east. Distinctive armor, distinctive gauntlets, distinctive leggings. Awesome. Alright, so let's go to the bonfire and reverse hollowing. That's number 1. Alright, now it's time to put on the Cat Covenant ring and dink around here for however long it takes to get to do 3 matches and win and get the Ring of Fog. I'm going to take a little bathroom break before I put it on. In my experience, this one is a pretty long wait, and then I actually have to win a PvP fight in order for it to even matter after I get summoned. That can be tough. But, so we might be doing this a while. But I will definitely lose if I get summoned while I'm away from the keyboard. So I'll be right back. Alright. Let's see how we do in PvP, or if we can even get summoned. Oh wait, I know the other thing I wanted to do. I think I have a better gamepad in one of my boxes. I'm gonna go check right quick. Hold on, let's upgrade from my old PlayStation DualShock 4. Here we go. We're gonna just disconnect this one entirely. Retire it. Yeah, so that's actually a holdover from when I was splitting time between my parents' house and Sharon's house. I used an old DualShock 4 for one streaming computer and a Logitech, a bona fide Logitech PC gamepad on the other, and I had the wrong one going after I consolidated. But I am also gonna have to I'm gonna have to exit the game and tell Steam to use my new controller. So give me just a second. Let me see though. Yeah, it's not detecting it yet. Oh, maybe it didn't turn it on first? Anything like that? Oh yeah, there we go. Alright, computer's reading it, I just need to tell Steam to. So yeah, we're gonna have to leave the game. Which is fine. Alright. So let me just jump into Steam. Tell it I want to use this gamepad. Controller. Alright, one of those should work. Let's see if it reads it now. It's definitely reading it. Still not doing it. Hi, Blazer. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. I'm just trying to get Steam and Dark Souls working with my much better Logitech gamepad. It's not quite working right. There we go. Alright, there we go. Excellent. Alright, Steam's reading it. Which means I just need to convince Dark Souls to use it. It is not yet. We can convince it to, I'm sure. There it is. Yay. This is the one I want you to use. There we go. Alright, I'm gonna have to Google this. Because Steam is reading it, but Dark Souls is refusing to. Dark Souls Remastered. X input controller. Here's a solution in the Steam community. Sorry guys, I'm looking for the right answer. Steam reading it is apparently not good enough. But I've got a settings guide to look at. We're gonna have a much better experience if I can get this working, so I do appreciate your patience. Alright, controller settings. Show me. Generic game pad configuration support. Alright, let's try this. Well, it's working fine. Let's see here.